Hello everyone, my name is Amritpal Singh. My student ID is 303765558. I am a student of Federation University Australia. My group mates are Simran, Raideep Kaur, Abhishek Shahi. Welcome to all. Today I am presenting our discussion about team process design case study on bullet beauty basis. Introduction of Bullet Beauty Basis. Bullet Beauty Basis provides different varieties of products for beauty therapy. Their service include haircut, waxing, and treatment of nails is provided of their client belonging from budget and different outlying areas. This beauty company is known for its fast service to their client. Their hair appointment offer only cut and blow wave haircut. Treatment of waxing offer half leg, eyebrows and upper lips, and the treatment of nails offer manicure and pedicure. This beauty company has got a new look to its shops with a customized rooms for waxing and nail treatments. The friendly staff, top quality of service, and cleanliness maintained in their salon can be observed through their websites. Clients are requested to fill forms to maintain the rules and regulations provided by this salon. Due to this COVID-19 situations, company have decided to take a proper care of their clients by washing their hands with antiseptic hand sanitizer. Arriving new clients are requested to arrive 50 minutes before so that can then fill the forms to complete client detail and address provided with the personal mobile number. This loan provides for existing clients with a selection of packages treatment. These deals include a combination of hair waxing and nail treatment as a package deal with a 10% discount rate. Both existing and new customers might ask for individual service and the packages treatment require a therapist 1 hour and 45 minutes to administer. Next is business process modeling report for Bullet Beauty basis. First is business process modeling is an activity that represents a present process of an enterprise that can be enhanced, automated, as well as analyzed for identification for suitable changes in an improvement process. Second is it is done through means a flow chart, data flow, as well as a diagram essentials for modeling. Third and last is in a case study present BPM a report on bullet beauty basis is essentially for redesigning the process of enterprises. Third is process categorizations model. In this model, process categorization different levels projected in business. The most detailed ones are price chain shown by Michael Porter. For implementation of this model, two category procedures are ingested including a center procedure for hostile forms. Center procedure basically implicate creation for a mercantile and enterprise as paid owned by the purchases. Therefore, Porter's detail on significant components include coordination activity, limit advertisement, as well as a transaction in a process. As a part of third category, it is noticeable that a completely distinguishable level of greater spend to this kind of arrangement for two types of qualifications, including intermittent procedure for surveying on process of administration. In this process, bringing into scope basis issue include contention with the numerous activities enabling successful interlinkage to the faculty. Second is issue is keeping up the instancy level of procedure for model and noticeable change in incoming processes. Incorporation of huge processes for generation of change to make it victorious. Capability maturity model. There are five levels of capability maturity models. A capability maturity models, short form of CMM, generates specifications for each level in reframing Maturity that an enterprise undergoes in by incorporation of a system in software development. A basic function of a CMM model is to streamline and improvement in process through encouragement of positive behavior for decreasing risk level of services. Level first is initially. This stage is usually featured upon as a inconsistent and chaotic in nature without consideration of stability in the environment. Level, level 2 is managed. In this stage, measures are applied for trailing on cost as well as a planning for a scheduled process. A major risk of increased cost of timing put a check upon through confirming quality of items. Third is defined. This process is marked upon by standardized process through an extensive approval of such as processes development, testing as well as a maintenance of applications. A step towards identification of hazard and setting up rational choices is taken into relations. Fourth is qualitatively managed. At this level, the performance is controlled through quantitative technique that are predictable in nature. Level 5 is optimizing. A basic feature is its application towards constantly enhancing performance level through innovative measurement and improvements. In this level, a change in process is to enhance performance of an process for maintenance of statistical probability in order to achieve a secured objections in process improvements. So I am handing over to the Simran. She is going to discussing about case function matrix. Thank you so much, guys.
Amritpal. Hi everyone, my name is Simran. My student ID is 30379494. Today I'm going to discuss about the case function matrix. So case function matrix basically determines the process in which we use cases based upon the identification of processes, be it a case type or a business work. So it depends upon the identification of process, we can decide whether it's a case type or a business work. So case generally comprise of measurement of groups that are made through utilization of significant property numbers. So that's a very important part of this. And cases can be classified on the basis of innumerable properties. So cases, we can select the cases based on their innumerable properties. So blending of such properties enable a significant appointments made through phone, office or web channels. So we have these things. We have identification of case type. How we can identify a case type is based on a number of factors, number of range of properties are there. So in conclusion, we have four types of classification here. We have product right, we can say it's a service compose, we can say a channel and a customer right. So product right is in such a property, typical levels of item are taken into consideration. So the things that are very important that are of typical levels are taken into consideration for product right. Service compose, in case of handling or benefiting of items such as a property, makes distinction that administration are handled in a distinguishable way through categorization of all the expectations. So service compose, we are handling benefits of item here. It can be a property, it can be any administration things, anything. So channel is used for making contact with clients through assistance of an enterprise. So where we have number of channel available in an enterprise, like we can go for online, we can go for phone call. Numerous channels are available, like online and offline, both the channels we can use here. Customer right, it involves a property wherein different clients are contacted upon, whether regular or frequent clients. So property wherein different clients are contacted, how they are contacted, the property where they're connected, whether it's a regular or frequent, either they are new clients, they are all clients, or they are existing clients, depend upon this part of channel. So we have identification function for case type. How we can identify the case types? A fine distinction is encountered through choosing a proper level of crumbing at decay level. So in any type of case, building a system for effective breakdown is reasonable. That's a very important point. In this case, we are in this process, two underlying rules are available to us based on their weakening levels. So on this level, we can divide the case. The first one is practical impairment of any occasion generated upon each level, limiting contracts at different units. So we are practically impaired them on the basis of occasion that is generated on that particular time. The second rule on the basis which we can underline the rules are obliging breakdown for intersection with different competencies to be marked at identifiable part at central level. So we are obliging breakdown of for intersection. That's the main important parts of second process that is available to us. Here we have the identification of case type, how we can identify case type, which case is this. So if we see, we have three basic differentiation available here. We have existing clients, all clients and new clients, and three packages system are here. We have package treatment, we have primary record keeping, and delegation of treatment services. So if I'm taking about, firstly if I take about the primary record, and we see appeal for coming prior to 15 minutes for new registration. So if we say they are coming for a new registration for prior, so that's obviously that is not for the existing clients or all clients. That's normally it's for new clients, because the existing clients already have a registration with the company, so they don't need to go with this part. So in this way we are dividing the work. If we're talking about delegation of treatment service, and we have an additional concession at 6%, that means that is available to existing clients only. Why? Because they already have a concession, already they are the member of the company, and they are getting more concession because of their registration there. So that's an important point. In this basis we are dividing the work, we are dividing the cases and identifying them. So here we have the process model for package treatment process. Here we have a BPN model. So we have entry. When the customer entry, we check the client category, either they belong to new or they belong to existing one. Then we have an XOR gate ahead. We have two packages here. One is package deal and another is individual service product packages. So it's important to decide which one to go, and we have to choose just one. We don't go with the both one. Once we decide which one, we either go with package deals or individual services. Then we again have an XOR gate, and the product the performance is ended. So in this way the process model for package treatment works. Thank you. And now I'm going to hand over this to Rasdeep. Thank you.
Thank you, Simran. Hello, guys. I'm Razdik Kaur, and my student ID is 30379683. In this presentation, I will discuss about the 7 PZM discussion for the process models and also the cycle time for different process model. As regard the first, this slide is showing the process model for discount and healthcare process. Also, the next slide, 7 PZM discussion for package treatment process. So guys, what is the 7 PZM strategy? As we all know that 7 PZM strategy is based on 7 principles, and it is also important to focus on the 7 PZM developments. It helps the people to understand a large number of processes which deals and impact of similar strategy. The perspective of the 7 PZM is to charm the properties, which could be used as the title in the terms of changing a procedure model. The 7 steps reflect 7 different ideas and discussion for a comprehensive analysis process, as G1 is considered that the larger model is more difficult to appreciate, and the larger models have a major number of a higher misstep than a little model. However, according to G2, the process which terms as a higher part includes the quantity of data. It's already considered that there is a prominent connection between the number of existing bungles and the most extraordinary parts of the existing model is found in G2. Moreover, models would satisfy the necessity, which is less complex to understand, and it thinks about the various process of examination as identified in G3. However, a structured model has been developed that has been organized based on the needs for managing the beauty treatment package at Ballard Beauty Basics. G7 phase is interlinked with G1 phase, as it focuses on the positive association that exists between ghosts along with the size. This next slide is showing the 7 PZM discussion from the aspect of Ballard Beauty Basics. So guys, from the base aspect of Ballard Beauty aspects, it can be observed that the G1 phase focuses on the key statement of the present beauty care models. Moreover, it can be said that the discount of the G1 phase is focused on the small range rather than a larger scale module. The discount model of Ballard Beauty Basic and the G2 phase of PCM is interlinked with each other. The second phase is predominantly focused on the first phase of the PCM model. This phase is also emphasized on the higher level of all component, the discount and the beauty healthcare process of a blood beauty basic is connected with the phase G3 of the PCM process. It focuses on the starting point and end event point of the existing module. As per the perspective of Ballard Beauty Basic, it can be considered that D4 phase of the PGM process is focused on the reasonable model of discount and beauty healthcare. Also, the G5 phase of the PGM model is discussed on the subject, which includes in terms of XOL trading. It can be said that the existing model of Ballard Beauty Basic and the model of existing discount is based on the two XOR routing elements, which would not be avoided by the OR connection. The G6 phase of the PCM model is focused on the uses of verb-object activity level. This can be interlinked with the present discount model of the Ballard Beauty Basics. It would focus on the uses of verb protest movement names. The last phase of the PCM model is linked with the existing discount model and the beauty healthcare model. The G7 phase observed the decomposition of the model, which would not be more than the 50 parts of the existing model. Now I will discuss about the cycle time for the package treatment process. So for this process, the cycle time is 115 minutes. However, for our next process, discount and healthcare, the cycle time is 110 minutes. Now I will hand over my work to Abhishek Shahi for this. Thank you, guys.
Hi, my name is Abhishek Sai. We have been taking a presentation for the case study of Ballarat Beauty Basic. So, as my friends discussed before, I'm taking the redesign for the package treatment process. So, in the process of the redesigning, what we take in consider as a redesigning a process is a redesigning the whole overall package or the process of a business taken in account or the taken in consider. So the process, it is the process of ensuring that all the sets of activities are interconnected and all the sets of activities switch to another sets of activities in such a manner that it gives you efficient and effective outcomes. So package treatment process can be redesigned. So what we considering for the redesign is what are the package we've been providing. So package treatment process are redesigned by additional treatment service at a lower cost to attracting the consumer satisfaction. So we have taken the devil's quadrangle to ensure the certain things or the certain specific things that are related to the redesigning process. We have taken the quality, flexibility, time, and a cost. So four measurement is taken in account according to the devil's quadrangle. So redesigning packaging process in a treatment process can enable reduction of a time, bringing down cost of the execution, improving standardization of a process, and enabling the adaptation to the business strategy. So redesign an entire process involves gathering the electronic summaries and illustrating their result. So what we do is we gather all the summaries from the redesign process and we illustrate their results. So accomplishment of an appropriate strategy is significant in this process as it helps client in implementation of an effective strategy. Let's say taking the appropriate strategy is significant in the process because client can implement it helps to client in implementing an effective strategy. So what are the heuristic process design? So heuristic process design includes initiate, design, and evaluate. So we are trying to get the redesign for discount and healthcare process. So now we are talking about the automation process for a process model for the discount and healthcare process. So for the automation of this process, we have five things five types, five things we consider. First, we think identifying the automation boundaries. So, what are the automation boundaries? So, for this our packaging process, the automation prime boundaries will be the age and the time period of the customer. So, the review and next will be the review manual tasks. So, what are the manual tasks we've been performing in this package or the healthcare process? So, the manual task would be, let's say, waxing, nail treatment, and all the facilities we've been providing. Complete the process model. So the process model of the existing model would be completed in terms of dealing the package. So individual service to the clients and by identifying the product package. So adjust the task granularity. So the task granularity are the emphasized on the information of the package, cost of the package, and the service rate of the package. So specific execution properties. So according to the execution properties of the specific case study, this case study, it is identified that the discount model performance is based on the client satisfaction. So it's all about the client satisfaction and what kind of the package and healthcare we've been providing. So we give them on the low price and attain the highest consumer satisfaction. So these are the references we have been taken into consider while preparing our case study. So thank you so much for this opportunity for presenting our case study in front of you. Thank you so much.